Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I can first and foremost call the law Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, Shibakakodash, and of course, double honor, squad of the apostles and elders, great millstone, who through the Holy Spirit continue to teach us this truth. All right. This is Nama of the DC camp. And, you know, this is one of these occasions where, hell, we just, just more to beat up on Esau, you know what? But still kick this motherfucker. He does it to us. You can never have enough. That's what I always say. Again, this is another Edomite coming out and telling you what these devils did during the Renaissance. All right, with iconoclasm, destroying, altering the images to suit their purpose, and that's all it was. And just spread lie after lie after lie, and therefore they deceive the world. All right, and that's going in Revelation 20th chapter. And this is how, one of the methods that they did it. Let's go ahead and hear what this Edomite has to say. What the heck that is? Okay, whatever. Anyway, here we go.
Change his name plus his number too. So
They
they
changed his
made a
name.
whole
They
character.
made a whole characteristic. Now check this out. They even took away all the antiquity of the ancients and replaced them with European versions. They literally took away all the dark-skinned versions of all the apostles, the artwork, all the antiquity, and replaced it with European fair-skinned counterparts, changing the vision of Yeshua completely and getting him the face of Caesar Augustus.
And it's Yahweh Shai, not Yeshua. All right, he the deliverer. All right.
That's the guy that you see with kind of like the brown hair perm. We can even type in Abraham right now on Google, and it would show all these European men. Now, we got to ask ourselves, why is that a problem? It's a problem because why is it popping up so much? And we know that, number one, they wouldn't even be close to European, but number two, they'd be more resembling of African people because everyone from the Fertile Crescent, beyond that, were black and brown people.
They changed his name plus.
Exactly. And I like how he didn't say African, he said resembling African. All right. And that's what people don't get. Look at those ancient drawings on the walls and in ancient Egypt and all that. You see the what portray, the captivities. You see both Hamites and Israelites as being dark-skinned people, with a few minor exceptions. All right, which where you got Edomites in there also, 2 or 3 totally different people as far as complexion. All right, where you have now they twisted that and they have the world thinking that, and this is the thing, and this was the work of the Most High. How can you, for so long, and to keep information like that when the things are over there on the wall? It boggles the mind, and yet you want to believe what this devil just says, and that's the problem with our people. All right, even these so-called preachers that we've been over for so long, we know that that's bullshit because they were set up over us, all right, to keep us asleep, all right. But when you consider that they go to these theology schools, some of them attain a PhD, all right, in theology, whatever have you, where you have to go into the Greek and the Hebrew. Now, one or two things: either you know this or knew this all along, and again, you're being paid off, which makes it worse, or that you were a total dumbass. Which one is it? Wow, you're so what's the word I'm trying to think of? You're so ingrained, engrossed, got your head so far up Esau's ass is another way of putting it, that these things, I'm thinking of, people like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, who we know was a snitch at one point, Who knows? Probably still is. But these people, like I said, were set up, you know, to keep us in the dark as to who we really are. And it's sad. It really is. And it, knowing what you know now, knowing what I know now, it really pisses you off because, damn, sellouts. All right. And this is me personally. I hope it comes to, if anybody remembers the movie with Richard Pryor, Which Way Is Up? I hope the ending of that becomes a reality. I'm just going to leave it there. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, yeah, I hope that becomes a reality, because these preachers, I heard a stat back in 1993 that just blew my mind. And this is just the so-called black church. And I heard each Sunday in this country, America alone, the black church, this was in 93. This is 28 years ago. It said each Sunday the so-called black church took in $1 billion as a whole. No telling what it is now. I mean, given the past year and a half or so, you know, you discount that. But from, let's just say from 1993 to 2019, all right, how much more? And what did they do with it? Nothing. All right. And for you idiots that are still in that, here you are struggling, and this is something that's supposed to be, my point being, and this is why you know also that we're under a curse, because you will think, man, each week, so let's just say, you know, roughly $1 billion, might not be, you know, that's just, I'm thinking that was just a lowball figure, all right? So you're expecting at least a year $52 billion, and yet look at the state of our people still. All right, I'm saying that to say this, and when it comes to things like this, our people don't take into consideration all the wickedness that has been done to our people on purpose to keep us in the position where we have to depend. Again, going back to the curses, Deuteronomy 28 and 48, we have to go to this wicked-ass Edomite, these so-called white people, for the want of all things. That's just the curses. That's one of them, all right? Another one is all these people come in and they get up over us, all right? And Jake does not make the connection. I believe that's verse 43. We can get it real quick. Let's see. Deuteronomy 28. I believe it's 43. The stranger shall get up over you. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Deuteronomy 28:43 says, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, thou shalt come down very low. This is why the East Indian, Elamite, this is why the Koreans, all right, and all these other so-called Asians, whether they be Moab or Ammon in some respects, they own all the stores in their neighborhoods, all right. This is why. All right. There was a concerted effort, Psalms 83rd chapter. All right. For all these nations, all right, were confederate with each other, with one another, in order to keep us down. Now let's concentrate back on this color thing, because this is a big deal. Now it says several scriptures in here. Let's go to, we can say, Song of Solomon 1 and 5, I am black, but calmly. We used to Jeremiah 14 and 2. You got Lamentations 4 and 8. Their visage. What is visage? Let's go there real quick. Whoops. Let's see if it's going to take me there anyway. Whoops, sorry about that. Got the A. All right. So let's go down to the 8th verse. It says, their visage is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered. It has become like a stick. And this is making reference to what happens to an individual, in this case in famine. What happens, they wither up, and let's say their visage, let's go there, and they get darker. But there's no way that a so-called white person, an Edomite, is going to get dark enough to be associated with the color of coal. All right. I went too far. Their visage. A Strong's H 8389, and that's for R. All right. And it says shape, form, outline, figure, appearance. All right. Figure or appearance, beautiful, calmly. Remember, Song of Solomon 1 and 5. Countenance. All right. Resemble. Let's see. Proposes something gazed at. All right. Let's see. All right, you got it. Let's go to just out of curiosity. Visage. All right. And it says a person's face with reference to the form or proportions of the features. What? All right. So the surface of an object presented to view. All right. Let's look at Merriam. I just want to make sure that there's no other way to twist this. The face, countenance, or appearance of a person, or sometimes an animal. All right. Aspect, appearance. All right. All right. Let's see. I think you get the point. I was looking for. All right. Yeah, that's all they got. But that's what it's talking about. And I got a picture here because we got scriptures that refer to, I'm going, polished brass, which actually it's bronze, all right, especially in Revelation 1 and, let's see, let me get it here, hold on. Let's go to Revelation 13 real quick. Revelation 1. And I didn't want to take too much time on this. Because enough people are aware by now that they've been lied to. Alright, this is, here it is. And it says, and his feet like unto fine brass. Now when we go into this, fine brass. Let's just get that.
Strong's G 5474. Chalcalibanot. Chalcalibanot.
Chalcalibanot. Alright. Some metal like gold, if not more precious. Alright. Burnished copper, an alloy of copper, gold, and silver, and brilliant luster, fine brass. No, that's not what it's talking about. That's why you got to be careful. All right. because these devils are trying to hide. Let's see. Burnished brass. Let's see. Burnished copper. Let's see. In any case, it's not talking about someone that is referred to as white or not. That's why I was going to show you this color, this picture here. Now this is a soft bronze lipstick. And clearly the person here is an Edomite. And they're red, they're not white. All right. But I have seen that definition, and that's why I say you got to be careful with the blue letter, because they on occasion will alter some things. And when you talk about, it does say bronze there. This is what it is. All right. Burnished bronze, as soon as it pulls up. So in other words, he was a dark-skinned man. They're trying to make it out something like this, and that's not what it's talking about. So they can have some kind of room to play with. All right. These are some wicked, wicked, wicked people. Oh, numbers. You can't forget about that, since they want to be so-called white. Well, let's go there. This is Numbers 12. This is the story of Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. You know, that so-called black woman. She loves to murmur and pout. This is the murmuring of Miriam and Aaron. All right, it says, and Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married. For he had married an Ethiopian woman. This is the Most High put the Spirit on him to do that, right? Like he did Samson. This is in order to accomplish a certain goal. He says, and they said, hath the Most High Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? And the Most High Yahweh heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were on the face of the earth. And the Most High Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And Most High Yahweh came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Most High Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. All right. And the similitude of the Most High Yahweh shall he behold. Wherefore, when were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Most High Yahweh was kindled against him, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. He took all the pigment. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And of course, how do you deal with that under the law? That's in Leviticus 13th chapter. All right. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us. So to look like so-called white person is a sin. And that's why I mentioned Leviticus 13th chapter, because it goes into the clean and unclean lepers. All so-called white people are clean lepers. All right. Wherein We have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. 12. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. All right. Again, going back to what? Genesis 25 and I believe 25. All right. And that's going into this where, let's see, Exodus, I believe it is 25. 5. Yeah. And ram skins dyed red, and badger skins in shittim wood when he made the when Esau was born. All right. Isaac said, "I Joshua." And wasted away is he. What was wasted away? All right. It's just pigmentation. All right. And it was as if, you know, he's red like. Well, let's go get it. I don't want to butcher it. Okay, we go down here, descendants of Ishmael, and then we go further, Isaac's sons. All right. Let's see. I went to 25. Here it is, straight to the point. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and that's making us either a metaphor and a simile for what I just read in Exodus 25 and 5. You know, dyed red as badger skin. So that's what he looked like. And they called his name Esau. All right. Now this, let's see what they did with this. First came out red, over like a hairy garment, and they called his name. Let's see what they got here. No, it does not mean hairy. All right. See, I thought they were going to do that. See, the mount where they live, Seir, that means hairy. All right. Oh boy. See what I'm saying? This is what these devils do. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did it again. That's why you have to be careful, all right? Because the truth is coming out on these devils, and they do not like it. So, yeah, I think they had to shut down so-called performing maintenance, and that's where they do things like this. See, Joshua, here it is. Joshua, right? In the Hebrew, it does not mean hairy. Wow. All right, so I didn't want to spend that much time with this. That's going to be about it. But again, these devils, yeah, this is a beautiful time. Beautiful, beautiful time. Let's look at some of the comments. Once again, showing you how people have caught on to this devil. Sunshine 981, if his color didn't matter, why was it changed in the first place? Alright. The comment section saying it's not about color. Question is, would you still worship now that you know he is so-called black? No one's black. Jamila Loriana, no lies detected. We are not black because we are cursed. We are black because we are first. Okay, whatever. Audrey Acosta, the same people that say this doesn't matter are the same people that have an issue with the new black Superman or Captain America. Discount Express, if color doesn't matter, then why is there different treatment for different colors? See, here's my point. It says Corrine Wood's feet were like burnished bronze. I just showed you where they changed it. They're trying to make it look like, say, brass. Refined in a furnace. Sound black to me. Not to mention Hank H. As a baby, the angel told them to flee to Egypt to blend in. I mean, come on. Nuke Newcomb S. It says, if you think color don't matter, then admit that yes, they stole and brainwashed all of us. At least do that. Emmett Locke. Everyone is saying, why does color matter? If color didn't matter, they wouldn't have changed the skin color in the first place. Exactly. Happy Human 2021. I'm just doing this to show you that the amount of people that have caught on with this bullshit. It says burnt brass, Revelation 1:15. So she's going off with the name, but Yahweh Shah was dark brown skin color with afro hair texture like wool. And look at this devil. So-called Jesus was Jewish from Nazareth. It says Mr. HDR, everybody mad going on about his color not mattering while they changed all of history to white idols. Samson didn't have dreadlocks. Locks are like, think cornrows. Oh, I think you get the picture. Wait a minute, hold on. I just saw something. I know they didn't do this. Wait a minute, hold on. Here's the thing. This is Dizzy. I don't know what he's trying to say here. This for all you Middle Eastern or he was olive or tan doctrines. All right, yeah. What color are olives, people? You have brown olives, you have black olives, and you have green olives. I have yet to see a green person walk around. Let's see what this idiot is here. He's saying, you know, we all know Yahweh Shai was a Middle Eastern bloodline. The Africans were black bloodlines. See this shit they did? He would have had olive brown complexion, not black or European. Let's go see who if they went in on this motherfucker. Hold on. Yahalil says, you know olives are jet black. That's just what I was going to say, right? Nope, olive is olive. Fool, those are black olives. They also have green and brown. Somebody says, what if when he appears they reject him because of his color? Love when I hear that Mike Brown says, love when I hear the truth spoken. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Ken and Adriana. Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Why did they take books out? When says Middle Eastern was not even a term used in the days of and before Yahweh Shai. They said Jesus. The term wasn't even a thing until 1901. Boy, they just, everybody getting a piece of these devils' ass. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. Proves more and more. Even something as what you would think is little in the grand scheme of things. But no, this is all connected. All right. Just to show you. If you fuck around and fucked around with the least little thing, you know, and people see that, now your lies is like putting that little, what they call Irish pennant, and you start pulling on that motherfucker, and the whole fabric just starts to unravel. Well, you know, you start with that small thing, and this is what happened. You know? So these Edomites are, they threw, you know, for mom, they threw. All right, hey, so with that. Once again, this has been, I just saw this TikTok thing here, thought I'd go in on it a little bit. Wow, this is beautiful time to be alive. If nothing else, as it says in Sirach or Ecclesiastes 25:7, see the downfall of our enemy. It's beautiful. Hey, but at the same time, this is a dangerous time. All right. This devil knows he doesn't have but a short time, so he's trying to bring as many people with him on his downfall, as many as possible. All right. So the thing is, don't take that jibber jabber juice. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take that shot or any of that shit. All right. Just pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to your surroundings and stay prayed up. So with that, hey, shalom, shalom.